Singaporeans today are eating more than before and more than we need. We're piling on the kilos and paying the price for it.
At this rate, 15% of our population will be severely overweight within the next 6 years. Obese people face serious health risks such as diabetes, heart disease, and stroke.
I'm Rai, a former PE teacher turned musician. My late grandmother had diabetes. My mother has it. And I don't want to be next in line. So I've an ambitious plan to fight the health crisis. And I'm starting with our kids.
Let's go.
Let's go. Okay, guys, let's go exercise for recess. Yeah.
Obese children have a 70% chance of persisting as an obese adult.
If you don't get to these children early, you will struggle their whole lives.
Are you willing to try a whole variety of vegetables?
No!
Over the next 5 weeks, I'm on a mission to change the lives of 6 school children.
In half a bottle is 5 teaspoons of sugar. So in 1 bottle is
10. Oh my goodness.
1, 2, go. Ita, how many?
20 with a stomach ache, for eye pain, chest pain, and back pain.
To transform them from couch potatoes into heroes at the front line of the fight to get fit.
That's a great job, guys. You guys led them by example. Hey, everyone!
Hoopla!
Let's go, let's go.
Last week,
You want to be healthier, you got to work hard.
my group of heroes learnt about some ugly truths about their food
Whoever drinks this much is gonna have diabetes. But
and led the charge for change towards a healthier canteen.
oh my god.
Say no to instant noodle.
But the fitness fight extends beyond their time in school.
So at home, do you take your own food or your parents take for you?
At first will be me. Then
Okay.
after that, then my parents.
This week, we will be unpacking the family factor because the fight to be fit has to carry on even after school. And for any long-lasting changes to happen, the fit heroes have to continue eating healthy at home as well.
My name is Ethan and I'm 11 years old. I like to play basketball. To me, it's a good sport to be healthy and you can grow tall by playing basketball.
Boosting his height is very important to Ethan. At just 1.4 meters, he's one of the shortest boys in his class.
It's sad that I am short. Like, always, a lot of my friends laugh at me that I'm short.
According to his mother, Ethan is also eating more with the hope of growing taller.
Yo, Ethan.
Hi, Ray.
So what happens now?
Go home, I have lunch, I have a shower.
Lunch! That's great. I'm going to invite myself over for lunch.
Okay.
You can check out what you eat.
Okay.
Is that right?
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
Let's go.
Let's go.
This is my grandfather.
Hi, Mr. Reed.
Hi, Mr. Low. Nice to meet you.
Likewise.
Granddad Willie Low takes care of Ethan every afternoon after school. And like any grandparent in the world, he indulges Ethan in whatever he fancies for lunch.
What should we have for lunch today?
Well,
Come on, guys.
No, you're quite quick with it.
After school, my grandparents will buy lunch from downstairs their house. I think the type of food that my grandparents buy for me is sort of healthy, even though I eat a lot.
The portions he's eating seem off the recommended mark for a well-balanced meal, which is 1/4 carbohydrates like rice or noodles, 1/4 protein like meat, and half of the meal made up of fruits and vegetables. But
When we eat out, do you think the stall holders will actually regulate the amount of portions that they give you, even though they know you're a child?
I think they just follow instructions. They don't care whether you're a kid or adult.
The tapao, the guy will just take one big scoop in there.
Yeah.
You know, and then we don't even have time to say, no, a bit of rice. They just simply just put it there.
Yeah. Usually the vendors would just put in an adult portion of rice. But for Ethan, So you're going to finish all of that?
I guess, maybe.
It was just like, oh, you know, I've got all these food, I'm just going to finish it.
Luckily, I've come prepared with a simple game for Ethan and his granddad to learn about proper portion sizes.
I'm actually feeling quite full watching you. But what we're going to do is, we're going to conduct a little experiment.
Yeah, we're nice.
Yeah. I call this segment, What is Your Food Portion? I'm going to pass you guys food objects, certain kinds of foods. So you just pour whatever food is it into the bowl, and we'll see how much you think you should be eating. Start off with pasta. Ethan, how much pasta should you eat? Okay, got that amount. And Mr. Low?
Yeah. Maybe, I guess.
Now we're going to weigh your portions and let's see what we got. All right. So Ethan is 126.5 grams. Mr. Low, 77 grams.
Oh, you're double you mean.
So over here on the package, it says serving size, 80 grams. And Ethan, you just ate 1.5 portions.
You must go on diet.
Let's move on to everyone's favorite breakfast. How much cereal would you have, Ethan?
I thought you liked this. You nearly finished the whole box. Can you give me a bit on it?
Okay, so this is 60 grams. And for Mr. Low,
Time.
is 65 grams. Okay, so the guidelines for serving size is 30 grams.
Oh, good enough.
So you have each taken about twice the amount that is
Exactly.
recommended. It looks so flaky, right? So,
Yeah.
You know, like each individual one is like really light, so you think it's actually little.
You overpoured.
So who normally controls how much Ethan eats as a portion?
I think it is obviously me who is controlling the amount. In this case, I think I've not really done a really good job lah. I must learn something lah, you know, like the amount he eat, not just giving him what he likes to eat. So the next time I have to be extra careful, like looking at the label,
Yeah.
understanding the amount that I should take. You know.
Pumped up from my success with Ethan and his granddad, I'm ready to work my magic with Alyssa and her family.
I don't think I'm like super healthy because I don't usually exercise. I eat like snacks and junk food, and most of the time I'm just on my phone, just relaxing.
I'll probably choose the steak.
Alyssa, what are you getting?
Mac and cheese.
I think he really liked that all the time, actually. Scary for me, I think.
On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the healthiest and 1 being the most unhealthy, I would rank myself at around 5.
Hi, can we have a mac and cheese? Yeah.
It's Alyssa's weekly family outing at her favorite restaurant.
So bonding over the food, it seems like one of the very natural things that we do. It helps us to also take this time to talk about things that happen in the week.
Eating out is pretty much a necessity for us because we don't cook very much. We just don't have the energy on the weekend.
It's here! Ooh!
Finally!
This is mac and cheese, and it's my favorite thing ever to eat.
11-year-old Alyssa is one of the tallest girls in school. But her dislike for physical activity means she's also above the recommended weight for her height. And her parents are concerned.
She don't like to go out in the hot sun, or she don't like to sweat it out at times. So I think that definitely is difficult to get her out to do some of these activities.
Stop eating my food!
That's what happens every time. As you can see, all the cheese is gone.
I think for me, as parents, I would be lying if I say I'm not worried.
With Alyssa's family, both her parents work, and they also eat out for social reasons, which is great. You know, family time is of course important. But sometimes when they eat out, you tend to eat more than what you're supposed to.
Shall we go for your favorite ice cream now?
Okay. On the pedal pop one.
Okay, pedal pop.
Sometimes when we eat dinner out, we will get dessert if there's like an ice cream store nearby.
Oh, there's nata de coco.
Normally we will share. So yeah, share the love, share the calories. But she will hold on to hers tightly most of the time.
Okay, that's it. I do believe that I want to exercise more and eat healthier, but sometimes I just feel lazy and I just want to give up. I don't want to do it anymore.
I think I have an idea that may help Alyssa and her family this week. But I am not sure what to do with Ethan, because in his family, food is a reward.
I feel like eating pastries.
Have you been a good boy?
Really?
Nine-year-old Ethan is a little man with a huge appetite.
I eat 6 times a day, which is breakfast, lunch, tea break, dinner, midnight snack, and then if I'm still hungry, yeah, I'll eat another midnight snack. Like 6 times.
Every day after school, he eagerly heads home for an exquisite meal cooked by his grandma.
My grandmother cooks very nice. For me, on the scale to 1 to 10, it's like 10. Like, oh my God. I think home food is better than school food because it tastes better.
And it's free.
Yeah, it's free.
You want more meat? Okay, can.
Sometimes I eat 2 portions of food from my grandmother's cooking. It's like really nice. I think she should start a restaurant.
After lunch, it's time for homework.
Yeah, let's lunch. I don't know. I feel like eating pastries.
Have you been a good boy?
Really?
Finish your homework first, and then we'll go and eat your snacks later. Okay? Okay, mammals but lay eggs.
Oh, platypus.
Okay.
It's a special mammal.
The youngest in the family, Ethan is often rewarded for good behavior with toys and food.
Yay, so much pastry!
I just want to buy it because I know you have been a good boy. Share this with me, please. It's too big. Itar has been quite an obedient boy these past few days. He's been doing his homework very well and, has been helping out with the household chores. Maybe I should just give him a treat. So, yeah, this is a bonus for him.
I'm glad that Ethan has been behaving well. But I'm concerned that his family is using food as a reward. I need some expert advice. Professor Mary Chong is an expert in child nutrition and eating behavior. And she's been studying the effects of influencing a child through food.
Actually, let's have a look at Ethan and his grandfather.
Okay.
He has not been careful about the food portion that he gives to Ethan. So how will the portion size affect children at Ethan's age?
If parents tell the kids that this is their portion size and if they keep it to that fixed portion size, this may not necessarily be a good thing. We find that as we grow older, our activity levels are not as high. Yeah. And they think that, oh, I can still eat as much, but actually they have stopped growing and they're becoming less active. They should be aware that actually portion size would vary depending on the activity.
So the idea that, traditionally our parents would be like, put a tray of food and finish your food. Is it a bad practice?
So we call that kind of feeding practice plate cleaning. Yeah. So literally parents encouraging children to finish off whatever that's on their food. That actually interferes with the child's natural ability to actually regulate their appetite. Meaning, when they're full, they're able to say, I'm full, I'll stop eating.
Ethan's mom has got a little question for you.
Okay.
Ethan loves his snacks, so she thought it's a good way to reward him. Is that good for him in the long run? And besides snacks, what can she substitute them with?
So unfortunately, it's quite common. This actually sends mixed messages to the children.
Okay.
We're telling them that, oh, you can indulge yourself in these less healthy food because you did well in something. And they will slowly tend to associate unhealthy food with certain moods and certain behavior. So instead of using food, they can perhaps offer give them more playtime, more outdoor time, or promise them on a trip to the beach, the zoo. Nothing beats real action, practicing what you know, and actually learning how to cook. Yeah, and getting the kids involved will be a very good starting point because if you cook at home, you're able to control the amount of ingredients you put in. But because of the hectic lifestyle, lack of time, sometimes families do not have a choice. They have to eat out.
Maybe if we were to introduce some very simple and easy recipes, quick to cook, do you think that'll be good for the...
I think that'll be very useful.
Mary's suggestions have been eye-opening, and I know just the right person to help me and my team of heroes get cooking.
Do you guys think healthy food is boring?
I found a common problem among the kids and their families is that they need to be more aware of how to prepare easy, healthy, home-cooked meals. So I've got the help of my friend, Chef Tim Ong, who's gonna cook up a plan for the families as well as clear some misconceptions about healthy food.
It's good fun to go shopping in the supermarket. I always love coming down and looking for inspiration.
Chef Timothy Ong has been teaching at a cooking school for children over the last 6 years. He has also served as a consultant to numerous restaurants, including school canteens. Getting kids to eat healthy is a familiar challenge.
They will always go to the food that they're familiar with, whether it's cheeseburgers, pizzas, pastas. So it can be very, very challenging sometimes to get them to eat any fruits or vegetables that have strong flavors. They're always like, ew, yuck, or like, you know, it's like, oh, I want to hold my nose and like eat it. Cauliflowers are great.
That's an interesting choice because I always thought cauliflower wasn't entirely a popular vegetable.
I mean, the thing is, cauliflower is very neutral. If we do some interesting things with it, we can make it taste completely different from what you know, we think that it should taste like. I think the secret to getting kids to really eat a whole range of different veggies is to get them involved. You know, I think when you show them the raw ingredients, they process it, they cook with it, they season it, they get to experiment with it, they actually open up. They're actually a lot more excited to say, you know what, I've cooked it myself, like, I don't mind trying it at least.
Now that we've got the ingredients, it's time to bring the kids and their families for a cooking lesson.
I've been observing your eating habits in school and out of school, and I think it'd be great for you guys to have more ideas on how to cook healthy and eat healthy. So I'm not an expert in the kitchen, but I'm going to hand it over to my friend Chef Tim, who will take you for cooking today.
No worries. Thank you so much, Ray.
Yeah.
So, do you guys think healthy food is boring? Is it bland, tasteless?
The idea behind the recipes is not so much to be too idealistic about them, you know, as in using organic ingredients and stuff like that. I think healthy cooking at home can be done with simple ingredients and just the way you prepare.
The families will be learning how to cook local favorites like char siu rice and nasi lemak, but with a healthier twist.
Wow, this was nice.
Each of these easy-to-cook recipes only takes about 25 minutes.
We've got some chicken char siu with a mixture of basmati rice, brown rice, and cauliflower rice.
Huh?
Okay, cauliflower rice.
It's just blended cauliflower, right?
Yeah.
Very nice.
Okay, everyone, here are your recipes.
Thank you.
Long.
All right, now, what's one thing is very important is read your recipes before you start cooking.
Okay.
Hi, Ethan. Hi, Melissa.
Hi.
How are you guys doing with your preparations?
Yeah, doing fine.
Are you enjoying this cooking?
Yeah, it's quite fun.
Ethan, what do you think about the food?
I feel this is like a way of getting like people who don't eat vegetable to like vegetable.
Camouflaging the vegetable into the rice.
Okay, do you think this is something that you guys can do at home? Like,
Yeah.
Is it easy enough?
Yeah, probably we'll try it one day at home.
Regular white rice is replaced by a mix of brown rice, basmati rice, and blended cauliflower, reducing the GI or glycemic index of the dish by about 30%. Food low in GI steadies and slows the rise of blood sugar levels after a meal. This helps with managing diabetes and regulating our appetites. Next on the menu is nasi lemak, the first step, a simple but healthier way of preparing the ikan bilis.
Okay, so instead of frying them or using the oven, you can just
in the microwave, 1 minute at a time. So what's going to happen here? The little popping, crispy sounds. Okay, so that's the same principle like popcorn.
It's really something that I should try because all the while I've been deep frying the anchovy. So this is something new, and I think I will switch to microwaving rather than deep frying. I think I noticed something special about the rice. I'm not sure what this is. It could be fish.
Oh,
I have no idea.
That is actually coconut.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so the coconut is cooked in the rice itself. Nice, it looks yummy already. I want to eat.
Fresh coconut water and the sliced coconut replaces the fattier coconut milk, cutting the calories in the dish by 10 times.
Jen, do you think you cook something like this by yourself?
Yeah.
You sure?
As long as I don't burn the kitchen down.
Yeah, I don't burn the kitchen down.
I learned that healthy food can also be quite tasty by using some of the ingredients that we didn't know. Okay, I'll try to make one at home. Practice makes perfect.
Yeah! What do you think about this whole experience of cooking rice?
I think it's a good experience because I never cooked before. So I think it was fun.
Maybe it's something new you guys can try at home and experiment with it.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah, we'll do that.
They definitely enjoyed eating the food from what I saw. They managed to learn that healthy food can also taste good, and they enjoyed it.
Thank you so much, guys, for being so great in the kitchen. Hopefully that you guys have learned something. So now, kids, what have we learned about healthy eating?
It can be nice.
It can be tasty?
We can change
Yeah?
the way how we cook.
We can change the way how we cook. And parents, was it easy? It's always hard work cooking with kids, but please continue cooking with them because if they will be more familiar with the kitchen, the more interested they are in food.
All right, so did everyone have a great time today? Yeah! Okay, please give Chef Tim your thanks.
Thank you, guys. I hope you had fun today. Who's making nasi lemak tomorrow?
Maybe, hopefully.
Maybe.
It's been a fruitful week for our heroes. They've learned to eat healthier with their families, and they're keeping up with their exercises.
It looks to me like their step count is getting better. Still a bit erratic, but I think they can improve. As well as for Zumba, well, it looks like they're kind of enjoying it. I think now it's just a matter of maybe getting them to lead instead of just participating.
But they've still yet to confront their greatest nemesis.
No! Oh my god. Why do I want to eat this? This looks like a human organ.
Oh, whoa.